Okay, my name is Greg Squire. I'm with the Utah Indie Games Group. If any of you were here last time, Steve Taylor kind of mentioned our group in his talk. We've been around for about 10 years. Kind of the main center of our group has been our Utah Indie Games Night. We hold these every 2 months. It's basically just we have a formal presentation, and then the core of the group is just everyone getting together to show off their games. We're all about indies, helping indies, and that's kind of the main purpose of the event. So the indies can get together, they can kind of show what they're working off to other indies and kind of feed off of each other, get ideas from each other and network, and just kind of help each other out. Like I said, we'd been doing this about 10 years ago. It kind of started way back when I was working on a little maze game, and I was like kind of in obscurity in my bedroom, and I'm like, somebody else has got to be doing the same thing, right? So I started looking for other indies around. I'm like, is there anybody else around? And we started just figuring out who was around, and we just kind of just organized an event. The very first one was held at Ninja Bee Studios. I think we had about 11 people there at the time. So we had, but now we've grown to, we've got a mailing list in the hundreds, and we've got about 40 to 50 people that come on average every other month. Our hosts have included Ninja Bee, U of U, Newmont, UVU, and BYU. ITT Tech also did help us for a little while. We've also kind of 2 years ago started another event. We decided we'd hold an annual game jam to kind of complement the Global Games Jam that is hosted by Broadview here and also put on by the IGDA group. But we kind of wanted a competitive jam, so we started a little local jam with prizes to just kind of complement that. And I think we've had about 50 to 60 participants on average to that. We've also, a number of years ago, started a Google Groups site because the Indie Nights we found weren't enough. We needed some way to collaborate and kind of communicate with each other, so we started a little news group at Google Groups to kind of help facilitate communication between the different indies in the group. We also started another thing just yesterday. Started a Google Calendar to kind of help coordinate events that are being put on by local indies or other game-related groups, other game-related events, to kind of help us coordinate those and help make everyone aware of that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, that's essentially it. Just wanted to, if you've got more questions, you can you reach me at Greg at Monkey Time Software, or also on the previous slide my personal email, gregksquire@gmail.com. You can also go to the utahindiegames.org, which takes you right to the Google Groups site. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to the Utah Games Guild and the Salt Lake chapter of the IGDA, because they've helped organize this community as well. So anyway, thank you very much.
Very good, thank you, Greg. And you know, it's also important to note that part of our role here at Uden is really to not get in the way of these, but actually to help promote all the other great work that's going on. So, for example, I love the idea of the calendar of events that you guys are doing. So, as and when our website's up, we'll point to that. You know, we'll try and get people collaborating. We're about building community here. That's really what we want to be doing right here with our group. So, moving on.